start talking about what is pressure and what is atmospheric pressure. Pressure and atmospheric pressure. So here's our definition for pressure. Pressure is equal to force divided by area. And there's lots of ways to look at this thing, but let's look at it a couple of ways. So let's consider some examples of pressure so you could get a sense of what I'm talking about. So area, so what I'll do here as an example here is I'm going to say, consider two blocks of the same weight. That means they have the same force. So let's draw two different colored blocks, but the same one. So let's say that I have a block that looks like this. It's two squares. And then the other one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up. So they both weigh exactly the same amount. And what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to put them on a table. And what you're seeing here is that because they're on a table like this, what you want to focus on is the area, the contact area. So if you look, this is this contact area right here. And then I have this green contact area. Right? So I got to look at the contact area. And what you're seeing here is that in this case, this has more contact. This guy has less contact. In other words, this guy has a bigger area in contact with the table. This guy has a smaller area. So when I look at the pressure now, what we can say here is this. In each of these cases, we have the exact same force, right? They both weigh exactly the same force. But we have different contact areas. This has a big area, and this guy has a small area. So what you're seeing here is that then the pressure is going to be different. This pressure will be small because I'm essentially spreading the force over a bigger area. But this guy has a higher pressure. So when I'm thinking about pressure here, is that what I'm doing here, we're distributing the weight over a larger area. And that's what I mean by a small pressure. But here, what we're seeing here, we're doing it over a smaller area. And because we have more force over a smaller area, we have higher pressure. That being said, we could think of examples then. I mean, you could imagine, you know, one example that we could think about is that we could say, how about stepping oh, that didn't look right. Stepping on somebody's finger. Well, if you do it, let's say that you do it with wide sandals. If you do it with wide sandals, this has a large area. Large area implies less pressure, right? Of course, I don't want anybody to step on my fingers. But in the other situation, what about high heels? High heels, those guys have a tiny little area. And you know that if you step on somebody's with high heels, this has a, a freaking high pressure. So this one's going to hurt less, of course, and this one's going to hurt more. So it's not about the force, it's about the pressure that you're applying. And here's another question or example that we could think about. Why do you sharpen your knives? Is it because you want to make them sharper? What does sharper mean? By sharpening your knives, one reduces what? Area. It's not about force. And you reduce area, this means here is that this allows us to apply a greater pressure to cut. Surprising, isn't it? You may not have thought about knives in that language here.